Well, I didn't really say too much. I'm looking at the chat room. We got a full chat room, but if you are listening to the Classic Metal Show live and you've never been in the chat room, you got to jump in over there at chatandkill.com. That's all you have to do. Spell it all out, chatandkill.com.
Right.
And sign in with any of your social media if you belong to any social media. If you don't have a social media, you can use the chat wing, which is what we use for the chat room, and you can sign up and be a part of that, and it's a lot of fun. And you know, we've had some pretty strong chat rooms here the last couple of months.
Yeah, we have.
So I think what it is that a lot of people listen to the show via the Spreaker or the podcasts,
right?
And we often are laughing and making references to things in the chat room and say, if you're not in the chat, you're missing it.
Yeah, well, it is true. If you're not, everybody, I can't tell you how many times I'll get people that are listening to whatever, and I'll get a message that's like, dude, what was going on when you guys were talking about blah, blah, blah? And I'm like, you have to go look. I don't know. You know, because you know me, I don't remember the show from yesterday.
Right, exactly.
So, you know, but yeah, the chat room definitely, that is an added element. I mean, sometimes Demon gets it a little out of control, but good Lord, there's only so many fucking vids that I can watch before it starts to get gross.
Right, exactly.
Are you at that point yet with some of her vids?
Well, see, I don't get to watch the chat room as much as you do. I get to glance in there periodically.
Yeah.
And because, you know, I'm so busy over here doing everything else, I just don't have time to be that, you know, involved.
Right.
So I catch things, you know, peripherally.
Yeah.
But I don't really, you know, see everything, you know.
The one thing that she does regularly is she'll get it's like the same camera shot with whichever horse is fucking this chick. I mean, it's not really a horse, it's a dude, but he's got like a fucking baseball bat for a cock, and it's a slow video of a dude just banging the shit out of some chick.
Sure.
But it's like in slow motion, and it's taken from underneath his ball sack. It's just the worst. It's like, Demon, I'm going to have to ban you at some point. For this same video over and over and over. It's different guys, but it might as well be the same guy.
Right.
It's just, as a guy who loves to watch porn, it's horrific, and I can't stand it.
Right.
It's too much.
Wow. Well, so anyway, if you are listening live, join us in the chat.
Yes.
Be a part of the show.
Yeah, come on in.
Exactly. All right, well, we don't have any guests tonight.
Yes! Oh, I mean, man, I wonder why we couldn't get anybody.
So it's just you and I tonight, so hopefully we'll get to, get into stuff that we haven't had a chance to touch on. I mean, last week we had our good friend Veronica on for a good part of the show.
That's right.
And I know some people love Veronica. Some people think maybe the segment goes a little bit too long or whatever.
Yeah, so?
But I was listening.
You think it goes too long?
No, I enjoy it.
Me either, so then it doesn't go too long.
No, but I enjoy it, you know.
Yeah, me too.
And that last segment that she came back on after we talked about the Auschwitz job, you know, what was it? Placenta, cottage cheese, and
cottage cheese,
whatever. That segment literally had me laughing.
Yeah.
On my way to work this week, I was listening to that, and we were talking. She was talking about launching her own line of booty shorts and stuff.
Right.
And we were talking about, we were calling them V shorts. You were saying if you pull them up tight enough, they'll be V shorts.
Right.
Yeah, camel toe shorts. And then we were talking about, you know, having buckwheat in your shorts.
Oh, yeah.
And stuff like that. I swear to God, that was hysterical. Just made me laugh.
That's funny.
Yep. I love when we break down her defenses because she tries to stay all poised.
Yeah.
But then it just gets to the point to where she just can't, she can't fight it off anymore.
Well, eventually you're just going to have to manage her.
Yeah, I think
I mean, honestly, it's going to have to be, she wants me to, and I'm like, no. Well, and not even because I don't love Veronica to tears, but that's probably part of the reason I don't want to, is because I won't put up with her nonsense.
Right.
And it'll cause me and her not to be friends anymore.
Sure, absolutely.
And I think you would be the same way.
Yeah, I agree. And I did exchange some text and things with her this week, and in typical Veronica form, I'll call you in a couple of hours. I need to talk to you. Never heard from her.
Yes, you're still waiting. By the phone.
It's just like, okay. It's like, I'm busy doing this, and this. I'll call you in 2 hours. Just give me 2 hours and I'll call you. And then never heard from her the rest of the week.
And that was Tuesday.
Yeah, it was. It was.
So funny.
Yeah, so that's Veronica.
Yeah. Yeah, managing her would be very difficult. I think it would be. And not because she's a difficult person, but because she, if she has a weakness, and if she hears this, she'll love that I'm bringing this up, but if she has a weakness, and you tell me if you think I'm right or wrong on this, it's that she gives any idea that anybody throws out there full credibility immediately.
Yeah, well, I agree. And the thing is that if I was a quote unquote manager,
yeah,
I would have to be with her in person.
Yeah.
Because once she gets off track, she's going off in a million different directions and then nothing gets done.
I know. And she believes everybody's bullshit. That's why there's no video.
Right.
You know, I mean, honestly, it's like, stop believing all these people's bullshit.
Right. Well, you heard me last week. You know, she was talking about needing money and this and that, and you know, if I would kick in any money on her deal, and I said, listen, you know, there's a possibility I could do that, but I need to be directly involved.
Yeah, you have to manage it.
Yeah, I would have to be directly involved, and that was going to be a discussion we were going to have, and then I never heard from her.
Right. Well, you may still have that discussion with her, but I think that would be very difficult for her.
Right.
I think she would have a very, and again, not because she's difficult, but she has a way of doing things.
Sure.
And that ain't it.
Right.
You know, I thought that, speaking of funny segments, the one I did listen back to because I had to hear it was the German segment.
Oh, yeah.
That was fucking good.
And Gravedigger.
That was fucking good. I kept running him back to that car, and he just kept getting more and more mad that I kept referencing the fucking monster truck.
Not the truck, the band. The band.
Oh, yeah. Well, I saw him last year.
Yeah.
The truck pull.
Right. You saw them in America? Yeah, he was at the truck pull.
Yeah, I got in, sat in the truck. He was getting madder and madder and madder. It was so funny.
That was funny.
And what did he say? I hope it happens to you.
Right.
He wished death on me.
Sure.
Irfan, he's all right. I like him.
Yeah, sure. It's great. Look at Jim Redman. Love the Gravedigger.
Yeah, that was a good segment.
Yeah, it was funny. Had a few good segments last week.
Yeah, I thought we did a good show last week, really.
Wasn't bad at all.
No, it never is. It's us.
It is true. That is true.
We are the gods of all of radio.
We are. Absolutely.